Hey, it's Adam Jenkins with Flavor Seed. We're down here outside of Atlanta with Jim Frank, the almost world famous barbecue expert. And we're cooking up a bunch of barbecue, really highlighting some of the benefits of Flavor Seed on some of the more usable and popular barbecue methods and meats and such. And so, we personally at Flavor Seed, we've been highlighting the paleo diet and the carnivore diet lately. It's really kind of something that's been kind of catchy for folks. And so a lot of our spices were developed to be used with meats, but they're also really great for, some of our most popular meat seasonings are also our most popular vegetarian and vegan seasonings. It's kind of amazing. So, but today, we're just kind of killing a little bit of time. And, when you've got a smoke going, when you're using your smoker, you want to use every inch of that thing because
absolutely
it is, it's a lot of work sometimes.
It's a commitment, I think somebody once said.
Yeah, it's a commitment. And so, we've all got a little sweet tooth. And so we're going to pull out the Sugar Mama, and we're going to we got some leftover bacon here. So we're going to make some candied bacon on the smoker. You can do this at home in your oven. And, we're going to get this out. We're going to coat it on both sides. We're going to throw it in there. It's super easy. Done in probably, 30, 40 minutes. This stuff is it's extra thick, it says. So, we'll see on the timing there, but
I love doing candied bacon. Like I've got a recipe exactly like this, and I'm dying to try your rub on it because a good candied bacon is such a crowd pleaser. People just absolutely love it.
Yeah, and I love spice. Obviously, that's why I own a spice company. But I go pretty heavy on some things because I just know that I'm
cinnamon, I smell?
There is some cinnamon in there.
Yeah.
It's this is our cinnamon sugar dessert spice, and it's got I got a few other things, little tricks in there. A little bit of ginger. That ginger adds a little bit of heat, but you don't really notice it too terribly much. The finer palates will notice it.
Yeah.
But it's just a really good all-around spice. People put it in their coffee in the morning. You're guaranteed not to have salt and cinnamon toast. Yeah. If you use this. I've had that as a kid growing up. Salt and cinnamon toast, that's not good.
No, that's not good.
We want sugar. We want sugar in there. So this has got brown sugar, this has got white cane sugar, all organic. So, this is just a sweet treat. We try not to consume too much sugar in our household.
Yep.
But every now and again, you just really need a sweet treat. So,
absolutely.
We hit it pretty hard there with that, and just going to throw it in the smoker.
I've got the smoker set up at 375 degrees, so this should take 20, 40 minutes maybe. We'll monitor it as we go because you want to get a nice crispy piece of bacon.
Yeah.
And a lot of times you'll see these on menus at restaurants. Millionaire's bacon, and they charge like $5 a slice. It's ridiculous. You can go out and get yourself some Flavor Seed for a lot less than that, some bacon, and make yourself up some really good stuff.
And another little trick, I just want a little bit more on there. Another little trick there is I like to put a little Tabasco or hot sauce on it at the end too. Ooh, and you wouldn't think it, but it really hits it off. So it's quite nice.
That's pretty outstanding. All right, let's pop this thing in here. Get that up on the top rack so it gets a little hotter. We'll go from here.
All right.
All right, we'll be back in a bit when those things are done. Okay, so our bacon's ready.
I think so.
I'm pretty excited about this. We got some hot sauce.
We do. We've got a little bit of this habanero. But you said it's not too hot. I'm a little bit. We aren't going to put it on all of them. We're going to
look at this.
Let's do a test piece here.
See the sugar's bubbling.
Oh yeah,
that looks amazing.
It does. We'll do a test piece. See how hot this hot sauce is, and see if we'll see how we like it here.
Now the hot sauce is going to offset the
sugars,
sugars, right?
Yeah, it's just going to give it that sweet heat. Everybody loves that sweet heat. I mean, I'm sure on the barbecue circuit, right? Like, that was what, I imagine. I don't know. I've never been on the barbecue circuit, but I would imagine like that sweet heat kind of goes a long way. Now, when you do barbecue sauce, what do you typically? How do you?
It's more of a sweet and tangy is what my barbecue sauce is.
Okay.
I designed it to be a medium viscosity because we were in St. Louis when I did it. In Kansas City's really thick, and Memphis is like runny water thin. So I made it. Hey, we're in St. Louis, so I'm gonna make it a medium viscosity.
Yeah.
It's got a nice pop from the vinegar, and then it's sweet. It's a really good finishing
Yeah.
sauce. It's not something you're gonna paint on the entire time.
Right. Yeah.
So I would imagine if we let this stuff sit for quite a while, it's gonna
Oh,
get all
yeah.
stand up and be all crispy and nice, right? But
Yep.
let's
Yep.
just try this stuff now.
I'm going straight
The
up.
smell is amazing. Oh man, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
That little hot sauce just
Yeah,
kind of
that little pop of heat
tang.
works
It's a
well.
little, and you know, they use vinegar in that too, so that little bit of
So if you guys want a really fantastic candy bacon, millionaire's bacon, whatever you guys want to call it, go pick up some Sugar Mama. This was the only one we put on, right?
that's it. Yeah.
That's it. Real simple. Just sprinkle this stuff on, rub it in, throw it in the smoker. We did this at 350 degrees for, what was it, 20 minutes maybe?
Yeah.
It was about 20, 25 minutes. Maybe could have stayed a little bit longer, but I didn't want to burn it. It looked like it was starting to caramelize up.
It really did. But this, I mean, this is the thickest bacon I think I've ever worked with, to be quite honest. This stuff was really
This
thick.
is fantastic. You don't think that the hot sauce would complement, but man, it really does. It's got some great complement flavors to it. And even though that says habanero, it's not.
It's really not. But if you don't like hot sauce, it's amazing without it as well. So you can't go wrong.
Let's try it.
I'm sorry, I just dug in.
no.
I couldn't help myself.
99% of the time, I'm the same way. It's like I turn around, I'm eating it, come back, I'm like, hey.
I mean, it's almost like, I mean, it's dessert. It's almost like, there's just that richness of the fat.
The cinnamon really makes it.
Right. I know. It's like
Normally I just use-
bacon pie or something.
Yeah,
or
normally I
apple
just
pie,
use like
bacon.
some sugar and a very little bit of like a barbecue seasoning. This is way better. I'm gonna be using this stuff for my candied bacon from now on because that's just amazing.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
fantastic.
It's really good.
So we're gonna sit here and finish this up and clean this up, and then we're gonna come back and talk about some chicken because you guys are really gonna love to see this. What organic chicken looks like versus your store-bought chickens. We'll dive a little bit into how the chickens are raised, versus an organic versus a farm raised. Just give you guys a little bit more insight into where your food comes from and how it's processed. So we'll be right back.